If you're thinking about moving your money, your business, or your life offshore to minimize tax, stop and listen. Right now, I'm seeing dangerous trends where Australians are losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes more, not because offshore planning does not work, but because they follow the wrong advice and the wrong people. I'm Virna White, CEO of WellSafe. For over 10 years, I've helped Australians legally minimize tax and protect assets, both at home and internationally. And I've also seen the disasters when people get it wrong. So let's deep dive into the 5 big dangerous trends. The first one is not getting advice from a qualified and registered professional. A flashy website and big promises do not make someone a strategic tax advisor. I worked with a client who bought a Seychelles company from a so-called global specialist who had no understanding of the Australian tax system or the nuances of Australian law in a global context. The structure ignored Australia's control foreign company rules and the stringent central management and control test. The ATO treated every dollar as taxable, and he ended up paying more than a 6-figure tax bill. Before you leap and take the easy street, just think for a moment about the effects a loss that size would have on you, your family, and your legacy. If you're Australian, your offshore plan must be anchored in Australian law first, or it's worthless. Everything must be assessed through Australian eyes, not some offshore fly-by-nighter out to make a quick buck. Number 2, getting caught up in the lifestyle dream. Marketing companies love to sell you the dream. Move to XYZ tax haven, pay nothing, live on the beach. But what they don't tell you is that the ATO can still tax you if you haven't broken Australian tax residency properly, and your new country might tax you too. I've seen people relocate to Portugal, Dubai, Malta, the Bahamas, Malaysia, Thailand, or the Caribbean and end up paying more because their plan wasn't compliant on both sides, especially the Australian side, where your risk lies. The worst part is that there is no recourse or consequences for these unscrupulous companies, as they are not licensed or operate in Australian jurisdictions. 3, not understanding Australian and international tax laws together. If you're Australian, it doesn't matter where you go. If you don't cut residency correctly and relocate it to your new country properly, the ATO can tax you as if you've never left. And if your offshore structure does not align with the laws of your new country, you can get hit twice. That's why our team at WellSafe includes highly skilled and registered Australian professionals, as well as trusted international experts on the ground in places like Singapore, Hong Kong, Malta, Dubai, just to name a few, so your plan works everywhere it needs to. 4, no experts on the ground. You're left to your own devices as a stranger in a strange land. A client once told me I paid for the setup, but the company disappeared the moment I had questions. There was no post-service support because the provider never considered the Australian side. They were simply a company registration service. No bank account support, no local legal help, no one to bridge the gap between Australia and the offshore jurisdiction. At WellSafe, we don't just set it up and walk away. We stay with you for the entire journey and beyond. 5, no ongoing support or enhancement. The law changes, your business changes, your life changes. If your offshore plan is set and forget, it's already outdated. We review, enhance, and protect your structure year after year, keeping it compliant, tax efficient, and protected. WellSafe is not a marketing company chasing a quick sale. We are a specialized tax advisory and compliance company with a team of registered, licensed professionals who are highly experienced in both Australian and international tax law. Every structure we design and governance we put in place is 100% legal and fully compliant, tailored to your life, with ongoing support to keep it working. If you're looking at the benefits of offshore, don't gamble with your wealth. Book your strategy call today and get a plan that works now and for the future, because the right offshore plan isn't just about lower tax, it's about long-term security, freedom, legacy, and peace of mind. And as I always tell my clients, your wealth should be as free as you are.